Have you heard that meal planning can save you time and money? But have you tried it only to wind up spending beaucoup bucks on a bunch of ingredients that you couldn't even pronounce? Or worse yet, maybe you tried it and then you wound up with a fridge full of leftovers that nobody else in your family would touch? Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about meal planning, more specifically, the biggest mistakes that I made when I first got started with meal planning. We all know meal planning is supposed to save us time and money, but let's be honest, that's not always how it plays out, especially not when you're first getting started. So today, I'm going to share with you some of the biggest mistakes that I made when I got started in the hopes that it will save you some time and money so that no time at all you can become a meal planning pro. So let's get started. Mistake number one is the one size fits all trap. The truth is, there is no one size fits all meal plan. There is no one single meal plan that is going to work for every family, every budget, every food style, every dietary preference. However, when I was first getting started, I thought that there was. I felt like I really had to stick to the plan. And this was the cause of a lot of frustration and a lot of wasted time and money. So, when you're getting started with a meal plan, you want to consider obviously your family's favorites, your family's preferences, dietary issues. Do you need to cook gluten free or vegetarian meals? And of course, you also want to consider your budget. I would get these meal plans that had like steak and salmon meals and was wondering why our grocery budget was out of control. So definitely you want to consider those things when you're making your meal plan. Another thing you want to consider is your calendar. So, like I said earlier, I felt like I had to stick to the meal plan. And so, if the meal plan said we were supposed to have chicken and dumplings on Wednesday night, made from scratch, which is a very time consuming meal to make. But we had a commitment that evening. I felt like I had to make, because the meal plan said I had to make the chicken and dumplings on Wednesday night. And oftentimes we ended up just, going through the drive through on our way to our evening commitment because I had not considered our schedule. So there's no one size fits all meal plan. You want to make sure whatever meal plan you end up creating takes into account your family's unique preferences, style, budget, and schedule. So, mistake number two, the grocery list gamble. So, unless you are really new to this cooking game, you probably know that going to the grocery store without a list is just asking for trouble. But did you know that rushing through the process of making your list can also get you into trouble? You want to make sure that you check your cabinets, check your pantry, check your fridge, check the extra freezer, check all the places you store food before you make your grocery list, before you go out to the grocery store. I could tell you about the one time that there were 5 jars of peanut butter in our pantry and 3 of them were open. So you don't want to do that. That is a way to waste money. You want to make sure that you take your time when you're going through and making your grocery list and checking your cabinets, checking your pantry, checking your fridge, any place where you might have food so you don't wind up buying duplicates of ingredients that end up going bad in the fridge and that you have to throw away. Because if you're throwing away food, are you really saving money? The answer, of course, is no. So, mistake number three, the over ambitious chef. I kind of alluded to this one a little bit earlier when I was talking about the importance of considering your family's schedule when making your meal plan. But you don't want to be too ambitious. That's going to set you up for frustration. You want to take into account your current skill level when you're making your meal plan. And so if you pick these recipes that are super ambitious, like maybe you're trying out for Master Chef or whatever, and then you end up burning the ingredients or burning dinner, then that is also going to set you up for frustration and you're going to throw up your hands and it's going to lead to some unintentional pizza and takeout nights. And it's going to cause you to think that, meal planning doesn't work. So we want to avoid being overly ambitious with our meal planning goals. So choose recipes that match your current skill level, would be what I say about that. Number 4 is the leftover labyrinth. So we've made a plan for our meals, but have we also made a plan for our leftovers? This is a mistake that I made a lot when I was first getting started. Is I would download these meal plans off the internet, and it would have like 7 nights of meal plans, and I would cook all 7 nights, and then by the end of the week we had a fridge full of leftovers and no plan for those leftovers. What do you think happened to some of those leftovers? And as I said before, if we're throwing away food, are we really saving money? No, we're not. So something that I learned to do over time was to plan for leftovers. So there's a lot of ways you can do this. One of my favorite ways to do this is I will take a whole chicken and I will cook it up maybe on a Monday night, and then serve up that chicken with some vegetables and like a starchy side. That's one meal. And then shred up that chicken, and you can use the shredded chicken in soups. You can use it in salads. You can use it in a stir fry. You can use it in a chicken salad. That's another strategy. Cook once, eat twice. One of my favorite things to do. But you want to have a plan for your leftovers so that you don't throw food away. Because when we throw food away, we're really throwing money away. So that is one way to avoid the leftover labyrinth. Mistake number 5 is the hangry Hail Mary. And this is one that I made a lot. This is one where maybe you've made some of the other mistakes. You've been overly ambitious. You haven't considered your family's calendar when making your meal plan. And next thing you know, everyone is hungry and you've still got at least another hour of cook time on dinner. And you end up picking up your phone and just calling for pizza because it seems so much easier in the moment. But that's not what we want to do. We want to be intentional with our time and our money. So one way to sidestep the hangry Hail Mary is to plan for life happening. Life happens, right? We all get busy. We know this. So something we can do is we can plan for life getting busy by making sure we have 1 or 2 easy options. I like to call these the in case of emergency break glass meal items that we keep on hand. So for me, that is, go ahead and judge me if you want, but it's a bag of chicken nuggets. I've got a bag of chicken nuggets in the freezer and some veggies I can slice up with some ranch dip. My kids eat that up. It could be a frozen pizza. It could be maybe some noodles and sauce. Just something simple that you can pull out and whip up like that. And so that is one way to sidestep the hangry Hail Mary. Bonus tip: embrace imperfection. I read a quote in a book recently. I really love this quote. It says, one of the most important things about any plan is to plan for the plan not going according to plan. There are always going to be those moments where life doesn't go according to plan, and that's okay. Just don't let those moments derail you. Have fun, adjust, and move on. So there you have it. By avoiding some of my meal planning mistakes, you'll be on your way to being a meal planning master in no time at all. Remember, the point of a meal plan is to serve you and your family, not the other way around. It's about making your life easier, not creating stress. So find what works for you, get creative, and enjoy the time and money that you will eventually save by getting good at this. What are your biggest meal planning challenges? Share them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe this video so you can stay up to date with all of the meal planning tips and recipe tutorials that will be coming out soon for busy moms. Thanks for watching and have a great day.